Good afternoon, everyone. Well, wasn't that an amazing St Barbara's Day event out this morning? And thanks to Cass for putting that together. Well, this has to be another amazing year for our industry and for our club. As an industry, we paid more than $28.5 billion in tax in 2020 and 2021, accounting for nearly a third of the total corporate tax revenue, dominating the Australian economy. We should be immensely proud of this because we are the largest contributor to the state and national economy, and we provide the highest paid jobs in Australia and deliver the minerals essential to our everyday lives. Today, let's celebrate that mining contributes more to our nation than any other industry, and it's important we remember that and be proud to work in and stick up for our industry. As a club, we have hit some more milestones this year. One is that I'm not only the youngest president to serve and the fifth female, but I'm the first to be pregnant while serving. Another and very important one is that we are celebrating our 50-year anniversary this year for the club. I'm proud of where we are as a club, and to wrap up the year breaking our record for most attendees at an event, we sold out and have 999 attendees in the room today. I think you'll agree that wraps up the year quite nicely. I want to say thank you to you all for your support to the club and look forward to your continued support in the future. While we are celebrating, I would like to thank some special people. First, I'd like to thank the Life members who are here with us today. Alan Dixon, Neil Watson, Mike Cipitelli, Mike Hebdeen, and Eddie Plume. Also, I'd like to acknowledge past President Damien Quayle and past committee members Donna Neal, Damien Colling, and Kim Dalton. And of course, we also have Ian Skelton and Craig Cook here today, and they are great ambassadors for the club. I'd also like to say thank you to our amazing WA Mining Club Committee, Vice President Felicity Jones, Treasurer Hans Ramcharat, Secretary Sharon Goddard, committee members Danny Tamati, Paul Young, Yella McGrady, Jordan Rogers, Jordan Pedley, and Barry Upton. I'd also like to say a special thank you to our amazing WA Mining Club Young Professional Subcommittee members, Alan Cha, Josephine Leontono, Eric Samuel, Tori Bauman, Julian Jackson, Tan Farquhar, and Cameron Cresswell. And also a huge thank you to our contractors Claire Clark, Cassandra, and Josh Brennan for their hard work throughout the year. As you can tell from the testament today, our events get bigger each year, and I'm proud of the team that supports us. The committee, together with our contractors, do an amazing job, and I'm immensely thrilled of where we are today. Before I go, I'd also like to say a special thank you to Yella McGrady, who will be stepping down from the committee. We thank you for your contribution to the club and wish you all the very best for the future. Lastly, and I know it's embarrassing to the committee and to our contractors, but I also like them to stand so we can thank you. Thanks, team, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Nats. Main course will be with you shortly, ladies and gentlemen, but before you launch back into conversation, I'll ask you just to hold fire just for a few moments. I want to invite up to the stage now Life member and past President Mike Cipitelli to say a few words. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Tim. The club's come a long way. I mean, it's 50 years that we're celebrating, but I got involved 15 years ago and it's come a long way, and Nat stole a bit of my thunder. We've never had a president that's going to give birth during their tenure, so that's another first as well. A friend of mine suggested I go to the mining club lunch, which I did, and it was at the WACA. There was 40 people in attendance. It was a very technical geology presentation, it was not that easy to see the screen, and you buy your drinks at the bar. So that was kind of where it was 15 years ago. And there was one scholarship and a president's dinner, which doesn't actually sound that exciting. But I was encouraged to go to a meeting, and I think part of it was because we're in an industry whereby it gives us so much. And part of it, I think people that are involved want to give something back. So it wasn't too long before I was on the committee. We moved the venue to the Hyatt, and first things first, Cassandra Brennan was involved and became a person that's been instrumental. So Cassandra Brennan, which is right here. Thanks, Cassandra Brennan. It wasn't too long after that that one of our objectives was to get 100 people to the lunch, and I would ring up Cassandra and say, where are we? And she'd say 80. I said, it's not good enough, we need to work on 100. And the AV was people from the committee walking into the room with a screen, a laptop and a projector. So we increased it to 4 scholarships and the gala ball and a golf day, and that was part of because of the club was successful, and being a non-profit organisation, it was part of giving back. Full forward to today. Officially it's 999, it's probably a bit more. 10 scholarships, a gala dinner, which is one of the best social events on the Perth calendar, the Young Professionals Group, a golf day, one of the best networking events that happens every month, and phenomenal success story. One of the things we really need to remember that people, and Nat's already acknowledged, the people on the committee are volunteers, and I don't understand how Nat does it, quite frankly, because not only is she president of the mining club, she has a full-time job, but everyone on the committee is a volunteer and puts in their time in addition to their daytime job. So I think that's phenomenal. The other thing is, no, just wait a minute. The other thing is, you'll be clapping all day. The other thing is that I know the president, and I know Nat would agree, gets a lot of the accolades, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes doing the work. The president also gets a lot of feedback of what to do and what to do better, but that's part of the exercise. So what I'd like, Nat asked everyone in the current committee, but what I'd like to do is ask everyone that's been on the Mining Club committee for the last 50 years to please stand up, because they're the ones that have taken the club to where it is today. So if everyone that's been on the committee, including now, could please stand up. And I'd like to acknowledge their contribution. So well done, Mining Club.